guys, Dominic Biskret with TPC Wire and Cable here. Hey, real quick, I wanted to talk to you about one of the more unique items in our catalog. This is our Super-Trex VFD cable. Like I mentioned before, this is a Super-Trex product, so you still get the same Tough Jacket FT rating, moisture abrasion, and all that good stuff. But where this cable really shines is against two of the main things that are problem areas for VFD cable, and that's voltage spikes and flexibility. I'll start with the first one. Most commodity VFD cables are rated for voltage spikes up to about 1,000 volts. So there are 600, 480 volt cable rated up to about 1,000 volts. Ours has corona resistance up to 2,000 volts. You got an extra 1,000 volts of a voltage spike rating there. This is really great for when drives get turned up. You have more resistance to some of the bad things that can happen with voltage spikes. Damage to your bearings, damage to your motors, damage to your cable. It's just a lot better cable that way. The other one is flexibility. What I have here is a 3-conductor 535 MCM. This is actually an enormous cable. I'm definitely feeling it on my shoulder here. And hand bending something like this in a commodity cable would be basically impossible. You know, commodity cables for shielding, they'll do like a ribbon tape, something to that effect. We use a braided shield on ours, and we also use our standard 34 gauge stranding, so a lot finer stranding for a lot more flexibility. I mentioned hand bending a commodity one would be borderline impossible, whereas with ours, I'm able to get tighter than a 90-degree bend just by hand bending it, which means you don't have to get the pipe bender involved. You cut your labor and your installation way down. We've had larger projects where we've cut the installation time down right about by half. So, you know, think of something with a bunch of tray, a bunch of 90-degree bends. Helping customers and larger projects get done up to about a week or two early, and you start getting some really big dollars that way when you're finishing a week or two ahead of schedule. So anyhow, like I said, interesting product here. Please, by all means, reach out to me at any time if you'd like a sample or a demo when all of the COVID restrictions lift. And yeah, I'll be happy to help. Thank you very much.